Hey guys, mowers and blowers here again. As you guys remember, this piece of junk, Craftsman Eager 1, 4 horsepower simple push mower. Got it from that MOTHERLOAD 3 pick. Anyway, I'm going to screw with it now. Try pulling it and it doesn't start, of course. I'm thinking it's just the needs a carburetor clean is all. This is old, yucky. It's missing the filter. Rusted muffler. Wheels look okay. This is obviously very old because these wheels are actually rubber as opposed to the plastic that they make now. Look at that. You have a slot here, the mulch cover on it already. Steel. So you know that's definitely pretty old. You guys can look at that model number. I can't tell what year it was made. I think, does that say 02? I doubt it. Anyway, so I'm going to remove that intake manifold. It's attached to the carburetor. It's easier to do that way. But it looks like I might have to remove this cover to get to that area. Remove the top there. Get more access here. Removed it. I'm going to take that fuel line off, clamp it off, take out the linkage. So that's pretty bad. All that black stuff. Is that oil, I think? It's terrible. Wasn't getting any fuel. There's no way it gets any fuel. This was empty. It didn't have any fuel in it. So fuel is having trouble getting into the float bowl. So I'm going to have to take this apart a little bit more and see what we got. But that's just disgusting. A ton of grime in that bowl. I used one of these bristle brushes, clean it out. Now I'm going to take this pin out and try to clean that float bowl. It's caked on there. It's hard, see? That's going to be tough. So, got that pin off. The pin was pretty corroded. The wire brushed that too. But, you know, inside it doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks yucky in there. But, seat doesn't look too bad. Gotta clean that up a little. Clean that float up pretty good. Clean that up a little bit. This is gonna take some doing, man. Look, it's all black on the inside. Almost looks like tar. And you ready? You're supposed to have a hole here. You can't even see where the hole is. I think that's it, right there. There's a hole in there somewhere. Crazy. So you do learn something once in a while. So I cleaned out this jet nut, right? And this is a Eager 1 Tecumseh motor. Look at that. It's only one hole. I've never seen one with only one hole. Usually the hole goes through, you know, you can see it. That's one hole. And I cleaned out the inside as best I could. I think it'll do. Just one hole, man. So I put that all back together again, and I'll remount it. Put everything back together again. I'm going to give it a crank. So I wasn't getting any like primer stuff, you know. Like I'm feeling just air. It was like, it felt like nothing, you know. So I had to take it all apart again, and I missed a couple of holes, you know, on that shaft. There's 2 little holes. It was completely blocked up. So I cleaned that, put it back on again. Now I'm going to give it a try. Runs good. It's all about cleaning the carburetor. Every hole. A little bit of smoke coming out from hydrolock maybe. I'm going to clean it up and maybe list it for $75. Never met a mower I couldn't start. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Well, since I finished that one, from the MOTHERLOAD Pick, as you guys know, MOTHERLOAD Pick 3, I got this Troy Bilt self-propelled lawnmower. Man, this baby looks brand spanking new, you know. Anyway, the guy gave that to me for 10 bucks too. So I'm gonna try to start this up and see what's exactly wrong with it, because that just looks fantastic. And then of course I have the yard machines here too that I gotta work on. So I got 3 push mowers from that MOTHERLOAD 3 pick, and as you guys know, I just fixed that one. So I'm gonna give this one a whirl and see what's wrong with it. Alright, I'm just gonna give this a try and see what happens, see if it starts. Whoa. Mint. There's nothing wrong with this. Dude sold me this thing for 10 bucks. Man, what a score, huh? Alright. 2 down, 3 to go. 1 to go. I'm gonna work out that damn yard machines now. So here's the yard machines. Should I even try to start it? I'll give it a pull. Alright, so I gave it about 5 or 10 pulls. Nothing, doesn't turn over. It's good though that the power bulb actually spits out fuel, if that is indeed fuel. I'll take it apart and see. It's not too tough. Remove the gas tank and the carb. Cleaned up the area a little bit with a bristle brush. And I've just loosen the 5 screws here that hold the carburetor down. I have to loosen it some more. Get the carburetor out. So I took the carburetor off, and it doesn't have that mesh filter over it. It should, and it doesn't. There's a lot of liquid here. I'm thinking it's water. Look at the viscosity. It's like, that's water. So that's not good. It is a plastic carburetor, so nothing really rusts in there, and the metal pieces don't look rusted. So I'm just gonna dump this. Well, I'm gonna first take these gaskets off and clean it up a bit with some carburetor cleaner. And then I'm going to dump what's in here. It's like 75% full. I bet you it's all water. So I've got a little soup container here, and I'm going to pour out what's in here, and we'll see what it is. No. There's definitely water in it, but it actually looks like fuel. See the little bubbles on the very bottom? That's water. Water is heavier than gas, so that's not good. But it's mostly fuel, even though it's old. Looks like piss or beer. And I'll clean this up. Took the gasket off, and look at that white stuff. I'm gonna blow this all out with carburetor cleaner. Brushed it, cleaned it out, blew it out too. Now I'm gonna put it back together again. Okay, put everything back now. Now I'm going to fill it up with some fresh fuel and give it a pull. Check the spark plug before I started it, before I tried to at least. And it's all water in there. And I don't even think that's gapped right. I have to clean that up. Oh boy, something else is wrong. So it almost tried to start. It almost seems like it's backfiring, like the timing was off. And when you think that the timing is off, you always pick up the mower on the side, take a look at the blades, and check out its condition. Well, there's a few nicks on one side of the blade, which leads me to believe that maybe they hit some kind of stump or something or other. And maybe the keyway is sheared, which throws off the timing, which is why it won't start no matter what, you know. Plugs look good, carburetor was just cleaned, got fresh gas in there, checked the oil. The only thing I can think of now is maybe there's no spark, but I know there is some spark because it almost started, you know. So it ignites something to get it almost started. It struggled, you know, it went like that. Like it wanted to, but it just couldn't, you know, so... Oh man, unfortunately I think I might have to take the entire cover off. Flywheel, recoil starter, and that flywheel nut's a pain. Anyway, I won't know unless I do it, right? So I'm thinking it's sheared keyway. Throwing off the timing, which is why it won't start. It's a lot of work for this $10 mower, but I never give up. Talk to you guys later. Alright, I'm gonna try it. All right, 3 for 3. So my 3 lawnmowers that I got from the MOTHERLOAD pick, I paid $10 each. It's not really what I wanted to pay, but he wouldn't let go of the yard bug if I didn't take all of it. So as you can see, I shined up the Eager one. Looks pretty good. And of course, you guys know this thing started right up, brand new. There's nothing wrong with it. And the bug actually needed a starter, is what he said. But I put the starter on, and it started right up. I need to clean the carb. It's running a little rich, so I'll do that when I have time. And I sold that Toro. That's all gone. Here's the Murray, waiting for a carb rebuild thing with the fuel pump gaskets and all that. But man, today was one hell of a day, man. I fixed well, I fixed 2 out of 3. You know, the third one, of course, the Toro. There's nothing wrong with it. Brand new. 3 mowers in one day. That's fantastic. I get to list them now. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.